Oh, hello, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to Essential Finance for Managers. And today we'll be talking about finance and accounting and their relationship with all of us. Accounting and finance is actually not only for managers, but for everybody, because we use the management of money in every aspect of our lives. So let me start by introducing myself to you, right? My name is Dr. Eddie Ochukoya. I read economics, and then I'm a fully qualified accountant. I did a PhD in finance. But all of that doesn't matter, because what I love really most is to be able to interpret and help people to understand finance. Very, very simple. And to be honest, I think you will enjoy it as well. It needs to be broken down, and I am doing that so that you can enjoy finance as well, because finance is really about control. As you probably realize, it's not the amount of money you make that matters, but what you do with what you make. You can imagine that several people who won the lottery, and 5 or so years later, it's all gone. So it's how well you can actually manage your money. So please keep in touch with me at enterprisedoctors.com. I also run Enterprise Academy. Okay, so this is a journey. It looks a little bit tricky when you look at it, but in reality though, when you know your ways, you actually will have a wonderful trip. You enjoy the scenery as you go along on this wonderful journey of finding out what accounting and finance is all about. And I'll be so happy to take you through this journey. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles must start with the first step. So let me help you in getting through this. Now, the aim of this particular course, and we will have several lectures, the aim of this course is to provide managers and individuals with knowledge of financial information, to also be able to communicate that information and to be able to analyze and interpret any financial data. So it's really getting a good understanding of what finance and accounting is all about, but also to tell you the differences between some of this. So if you are interested, haven't done this, and you still want to know more about it, there is a book that you can read. There's several books on accounting and finance. This one is specifically for non-specialists, so people who just want to enjoy it. But there are several other books that you can read to get a better understanding of accounting and finance. Okay, I'm going to start by saying these are the contents. These are the areas we are going to cover: financial accounting, management accounting, and finance. Now, if you don't know what all of this is about, it's fine. It's not a problem at all. By the time we finish, you'll be able to understand them. And actually, I bet you that you will enjoy how this goes. Okay, so remember, we said it's about accounting and finance. As a result of that, I want to go through now to explain what accounting is and the different branches of it, and then I'll come back to what finance is all about. So you can see accounting is also divided into two main areas: the financial accounting and management accounting. Again, I will break that down and pull everything else together so you get an understanding of that. So remember, accounting and finance, and accounting is broken down into two areas: financial accounting and management accounting. And I'll tell you why this needs to be broken down. So from a financial accounting point of view, this is where we tell people outside of the organization about how well the organization is performing. People within the organization also use this information. The best way to report back to the owners, to all the other people we are going to be talking about, they're called stakeholders, is to report a different type of statements. One of them is the income statement, which shows the performance of the organization. The balance sheet is also a statement that shows assets and liabilities of the company. So it's a bit like me and you having, we will include our houses, we will include our cars, and everything, and our liabilities will be the money that we owe. And the cash flow is really how and when the money comes in, because the fact that you sold something in a company doesn't mean the money will come in. So those are the three main elements that organizations use to measure performance. And in most companies, the owners of those companies might actually not be there. If they're not there, these are some of the things that they are looking for in order to help them to make decisions whether the organization is performing very well. And as you probably will find out later, you will see that there's a difference and different rules and regulations relating to financial accounting and management accounting. So financial statement is the records of performance. That those are the three items we just discussed: the income statement, the balance sheet, and the cash flow. That those three come together, become the financial statement. Okay, now let's go to the next one, which is the management accounting. Management accounting is actually the data that managers use to make decisions within the organization. So let's take an example of this. You bought something for $5 or $10 or £10. You want to work out how much you need to sell and how much profit you're going to make. You use internal information to make that decision. So in case of management accounting, it varies on the use of management accounting depending on the organization. Some use it for costing, for deciding how much to sell something, or whether they should close down a particular organization within their lines of operation. They use this for internal decision making. Should we go to this? Should we rent a new place? Should we move to this? That is what management accounting is all about. Local information within the company to make decisions. And that's what's that. Now, remember we talked about accounting, the two parts, the financial and management accounting. And now we're talking about the finance, which is the other side of it. Finance really is separate from accounting, which is keeping records and making decisions. Finance, it really is about how we utilize the money we have, or how do we raise the funds. So that is really about financing the organization, that's raising funds. And then what happens with the amount that we have actually raised? What happens with the money we have raised? What can we do with that? What are the best sort of investment that we can do with them to give us better returns? So finance is different from accounting, which is keeping records, making decisions, whereas finance is mainly about the utilization of the amount that we have. So very quickly, I know it's gone very quickly, that is the end of our first lecture. Let us recap. Remember, what is accounting? Accounting is about keeping records and information that we use. We have the financial accounting, which is to keep historical records from the past. And we have the management accounting, which allows us to make decisions, especially about the future. There are three main elements constituting the financial statement. That is the income statement, if you remember, the balance sheet, and the cash flow. And then finance relates to how much money we can raise in order to help the organization. So now time for your first exercise for you. So let's see what it is. Get your pen or paper and everything else ready for that. And what it is I want you to do, so you can stop at this point and work out these particular questions, right? So what is accounting? To distinguish between accounting and finance, the three main elements. What is the finance? All of this information, you can actually stop and answer these questions. If you're unable to answer, don't worry about it. It's only the first one. You can always go back and actually work out what it is. Well done for getting this far. This is incredible. You now have the foundation of how accounting and finance work. Hopefully, feeling very happy. Yes, of course you are. This is wonderful. Now that you have enjoyed the taste of accounting, we will meet you. Let's meet up in the next lecture, which is going to be more about what accounting is all about. Thank you very much.